everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to feed your brand new dog or puppy the very first time that you feed him or her. I know it sounds kind of silly, but you're not going to use a dog bowl the very first time at a minimum that you feed your new dog. You're going to feed your new dog or puppy out of your hand. I actually prefer this feeding method for the first month or so after you bring a new dog or puppy home in order to establish training. Your new dog or puppy has to learn that food actually comes out of your hands. They don't know this yet because, well, it's never happened before. So first I show the dog the food in the bowl to find out whether or not he's hungry, and as I suspected, he is. I get a little food in my hand and look, he immediately tries to go right past it. He doesn't even see it really. I don't think he notices it's there. So then I get a really big handful and just kind of put it right into his face. And now he's eating it. And my goal here is to get him to learn that food comes out of hands. It's also very bonding. You see, he's still trying to find the bowl. So I'm going to let him eat. Now what I'm going to do here is every time he's chewing, I'm going to pull my hand away, let him chew and swallow. And then I'm going to bring my hand back and let him have another bite. This is going to get him to learn that hands often have treats and food in them and that they're his friends. And it will help him learn to train for treats because he will know that you have a treat in your hand and it'll motivate him to work with you. I'm going to start working on luring him with the food. That is, enticing him to follow my hand because the food is there. I bring my hand to his mouth closed. I open it after he sniffs the food in my closed hand. Right now I'm doing this on a table simply because I'd like you to see better. And unfortunately, it's so dark in my house that videos don't come out that well, so I'm doing this outside. Normally this would be done on my kitchen floor. We have a little bit of complaining from my cats and my daughter panned around for you to see.
Look at her being cranky.
So now I'm going to show you the luring and the hand feeding that you will be doing on your kitchen floor. We're going to use this opportunity to not just lure the puppy, but also work on a couple of basic commands. The first 2 or 3 times you hand feed, you'll mostly be working on sit and come here. So I'm bringing him over onto the ground so that I can show you how I will be backing away from him, luring him toward me while calling him. And then when he comes over, he gets rewarded with some food and a whole bunch of praise. So here I'm giving him a little bit of food. I'm going to back up. He's going to finish chewing. I notice that he's not coming to me. I come closer to him. Like, okay, got to get his attention again. Get that food back in his face. I don't go too far away initially, because I'm concerned that if I go too far away from him, he will get distracted by something else and will not actually come to me and eat. So in the beginning, you really don't want to go too far away. And as you practice this, you can go a little bit farther, a little bit farther. I have been trying to lure him upwards and over the back of his head to get him to sit, but this puppy likes to just back up instead of sitting his little tushy down. So I'll probably have to use another method to get him to sit. And our cat is supervising. I'm going to get another handful of food, and I'll be leaving the puppy to follow the cats over to me. And at first he kind of walks away. He's not really paying attention. He's looking at the cats. And I get his attention again by shoving the food right into his face. Remember, puppies have short attention spans, and so you really want to get that food in their face, let him see it. He's got his tail going. This is a very happy little puppy. I back up a little bit and he's following me right away now. And at this point I could probably back up quite a bit and he would follow me as I'm backing up. I am saying here, you just can't hear it, I'm saying, come here, come here, come here. And so he is learning the command, come here, which is really important. Don't expect your puppy to pay attention to you or follow you if they are still chewing and swallowing their food. For this reason, you don't want to give the command, come here, until the puppy is all done chewing. Now I've gone quite a bit farther this time, and you can see he's turned all the way around and walked all the way over to me. You can see how much he's progressed in just a few minutes. Giving him a little bit more while continuing to call him as he's walking towards me. I'm starting to notice at this point that he's not eating as hungrily, and I suspect he might be almost done. And he's just a happy little guy wagging his little happy tail. I'm going to try to lure him into a sit again. You can see he just likes to back up, unfortunately. So I am going to reach over with a hand and try to help him into a sit with my other hand. I generally don't like doing that because they really do learn it a lot better if they sit on their own. But this little puppy does enjoy backing up instead of sitting. So I will probably try another method after he really gets hand feeding down and understands that there's food in my hands. And at this point, I really can't tell he's finished. He's following me now just because he likes me and not because he really wants food. As you can see here, he's just licking my hand, having one kibble instead of several at a time. He's just going to have like his last kind of bites and he's done. And so that's it. You can see that it really doesn't take very long to hand feed. This could have been his entire breakfast and it would have been done in just a couple of minutes. It does not need to take a very, very long time to get a training session in every meal. And that's it.